It's that time where we give you the security information you need to keep your life safe and secured. Welcome to your program Security Watch Africa, only on this channel, the Africa Independent Television. My name still remains Patrick Abambu. Welcome to the program today. As always, we'll make sure that we give you that information you need to be able to ensure that you protect yourself and your loved one. Welcome to the program today. Yes, a lot has happened during the week, and which will be taking you in two of the reports we have. But first, I'm a bit particularly worried about what is happening these days among the younger generation. The quest to get rich quick is becoming so diabolic and alarming. An incident happened which is already on social media and happened in Benin. Sit back and watch this first.
Can you imagine? Some people, some women, your piece finish.
It is on the pack.
Some women, your piece finish.
I want to ask these boys what they do that.
Some women, your piece finish. Those boys, you're going to carry the sand and the tissue when they take clean up. So women, your piece finish. All these men just going to carry the sand and the tissue with it.
Alpha.
Sia.
Joe. Alpha.
Sia.
Joe. No, that guy come.
Show.
I be.
What you do now?
No, I'm not saying you do anything. No, why you dey calm down?
Only you want to go jail for this thing.
See, bros, I beg.
You want to tell her?
No, see, I don't want to say.
Okay. Why you pack her? Why you use my piece?
Wait till make you pack her for ground.
What make you pack her?
I know why is that.
I know. Wait till make you pack her for ground.
I know why is that. Do my piece.
Now your partner do my piece food.
See
Now pass the piece for road. You go pack her. You know the piece for road. You know the piece for road.
I the piece for us.
Then why you go pack her? If you piece for road, finish the pack her.
Eh?
If you piece for road, shut up. If you piece for road, you pack her.
If I piece for road, person no dey pack my piece. If person dey pack my piece. If I piece for road, person no dey pack my
Who
piece.
dey pack your piece?
Who my piece or dey pack my
What you say? Why is the piece do?
Why is the smell the piece? I tell her say.
When you pack the woman piece, which thing? Which means the woman piece?
Yes, wetin you wan use am do?
Okay.
I come tell her say, this thing no good. Chorian, e no good. E no make sense. Na work I dey learn. I no wan do ritual.
Wetin come tell you?
He just say he wan Chorian here. Nothing tell me.
Why not put your hand there?
See my palm.
Which means the woman piece?
Yes, wetin you wan use am do?
Okay.
I come tell her say, this thing.
This is really sad. Really, I think there is total breakdown. The family values. Parents are no longer doing their work. The society is also not doing checks and balances on what the younger ones are doing. Just a few in Ondo State, just on Friday during the inter-house sports, another student used a knife and killed the fellow student, caused the crisis, and it's terrible because one begin to wonder what is going to happen in the near future in this country, Nigeria, if something is not done. It's not the government. This has nothing to do with government. This has nothing to do with security agencies. This is purely the breakdown in the society and the family. They must do their job and don't push everything to government and leaving it to the church and to the school. It's sad, really, but we must do what we need to do, and that is why Security Watch Africa is bringing you this information. For ladies, please be careful what you do on the road and on the streets, and it's very, very terrible these days. It's not enough, this time is not enough to talk about it, but really let's move ahead to other programs, other reports for the day. Yes, during the week, the Nigerian Army Department of Civil Military Relations actually had a media chat where some media personalities, media practitioners met with the Army and they discussed some issues. Sit back as we bring you this report put together by Peggy Agbe.
Since the year 2016, the Nigerian Army leadership injected great energy into the operations of its Department of Civil Military Affairs, DCMA. Since then, the department had been active in executing some intervention projects for Nigerian Army host communities and others. In the drive to appraise and get feedbacks from the media, the department hosted a one-day media chart in Abuja with the theme, Media as a Critical Tool in Addressing Insecurity in Nigeria. The Chief of Civil Military Affairs of the Nigerian Army, Major General Marcus Kanye, while welcoming participants, said that the media is a critical partner in the fight against insecurity.
This forum no doubt presents an avenue for the department to engage with media practitioners for better understanding with a view to charting a mutually benefiting relationship to improve media reportage and the non-kinetic lines of Nigerian Army operations. This reinforces the Chief of Army Staff's vision of having a professional Nigerian Army ready to accomplish assigned missions within a joint environment in defense of Nigeria.
A lecture titled Media Operations in Contemporary Warfare, Hadinkai in Review, was delivered by a former director, Army Public Relations, Brigadier General Sani Usman, retired.
The media, being a double-edged sword, has the capability of promoting positive things as well as negative, which could adversely affect the image and reputation of an organization. This is more so in Nigeria, where the military has been deployed for internal security operations in 34 states of the Federation due to pervasive conflicts. This development has brought the military closer to the people, thus becoming a focus of media attention and interest. This affects relationship and has a tremendous impact on military operation, especially in these contemporary times. To underscore the importance of media in contemporary warfare, an intellectual, Gorka, stated that today we face the foe who knows that wars start with ideas and depend on them far more than weapons. End of quote. He further stated that because of this capability gap, violent extremists and terrorist organizations have capitalized on the media to replenish their ranks and sway neutral populations who provide safe haven and moral and material support to these criminal elements. Insurgents and violent extremists in various parts of the world have enjoyed and are still enjoying a period in which they could spread their ideas. All you need to do is to go to the internet and get to know what I mean. And this is done mainly through the media.
On what the Nigerian Army has done to win the hearts and minds of the people, Brigadier General Ojobane Adegbe gave his response.
Has continued to interact with the civil populace through programs such as seminars, workshops, quick intervention projects, media, and media chat like this one. The populace are kept abreast with Nigerian Army activities geared towards confronting the myriads of security challenges facing the country through the media and the non-kinetic approach to gain the support of the populace. For the benefit of clarity, I'm sure some of you will be wondering what is kinetic and not kinetic you've been hearing. Well, kinetic means there's a physical action taking place, like what we used to do before now. You go, you don't want to ask questions, you engage and you fire rockets, you fire weapons and stuff like that. This media chat will highlight the important role of the media in propagating current Nigerian Army non-kinetic approach to engagement with the civil populace in addressing current security challenges. The non-kinetic approach is such that you apply it before and after an operation. So the Army has taken a decision that I would crave your indulgence, if you don't mind, to please clap for the Army. We are not blowing our trumpet. These are the kind of strategy that are very difficult to measure. They have so much cognitive value that because you don't see them, the empirical figures, you don't know how much they work. They work very well because like the chief of military, the chief said to you here today, he said, winning the hearts and minds of the people is key to our successes in every operation that we take part.
Responding to questions on how Nigerian public can assist in the fight against terrorism and insecurity, the resource persons gave insights.
Peggy, this one that you are saying that how could, the public, even though I don't want to overlabel the issue, and both Timothy and Ahmed have mentioned the fact that if you look at the counter-terrorism and counter-insurgency effort, on 100% basis, on the 100% basis, the military input is just about 35 to 40%. So where is the 60% coming from? From the public. The starting point is the issue of information. It is very rare to see, the issue of conspiracy of silence, simply because he's your son, is involved in criminality because of shame and all the rest. You don't want to report him or you report your daughter. So information is very critical.
Major General Kange thanked the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Farouk Yahaya, for supporting the department and love for the Nigerian public.
Let me express my gratitude to the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Farouk Yahaya, a proud holder of the prestigious Nigerian Army Medal and several other honors and awards, for providing the resources and needed support to successfully conduct this media chat. The Nigerian Army adheres strictly to the principles and respect for human rights in the discharge of its constitutional mandate. I therefore implore us all to use this medium to further concretize already existing relationship between the media and the Nigerian Army.
Peggy Agbe, Security Watch Africa, Abuja.
Yeah, that's really is quite important that agencies of government and government should interact with the media and the societies so that when there is constant and reliable information, the people can trust government and work with them successfully. Yes, let's go to the next report, still by Peggy Agbe. That is, we decided to take a look on some of the views and commentaries of people talking about that since the police disbanded SARS, IRT, and STS, there have been spike in criminal activities. The crime rate has gone up. Some believe that it's not true. But sit back as we bring you this report put together by Peggy Agbe on what really is the situation and what is the way out.
Rate is most likely the unfortunate incidences that happens almost on a daily in Nigeria. Major crimes in Nigeria recently ranges from kidnapping, killing for ritual purposes, armed robbery, fraud, terrorism, cyber-related crimes, drug trafficking, rape, bribery, corruption, and the list continues. The Nigeria Police Force in the last 1 year has recorded arrest of 1,734 suspected armed robbers, 1,556 suspected kidnappers, 1,446 murder suspects, 1,565 suspected cultists, 1,185 suspected cyber criminals, and recoveries of 110 stolen vehicles, 52,577 live ammunition, and 1,887 sophisticated firearms. Despite the large number of arrests and recoveries made by the Nigeria Police Force, some commentators are of the opinion that there is high rates of crime in Nigeria, arising from the disbandment of some special police units like the Special Anti-Robbery Squad SAS, Intelligence Response Team IRT, Special Tactical Squad STS, and some others. Though these special crime fighting units were disbanded by the police leadership due to the outcry of some Nigerians. Concerned by the situation, Security Watch Africa spoke with some retired senior police officers, AIG Wilson Inalego and CP Lawrence Alobi, about the connection of crime rates and the disbandment of the special crime fighting units.
I don't think the tactical teams were totally disbanded or dismantled. But I think it's about command and control. What I think was done by the Inspector General of Police, in his wisdom, is for better supervision.
The officers, they have actually abused their powers. They have also gone outside their mandate. I can imagine that sometimes you see a case of husband and wife, land dispute to be handled by SARS or IRT and so forth, deviating from what's supposed to be the main focus of where they're supposed to focus their investigation and action.
Nigerians on the streets were not left out as Security Watch Africa's crew went to town to get their views.
If you look at what is happening today, the level of ritual killings is getting very high. You know, I know even as at then, the police, even we know they normally extort money from those boys, but the rates, there was this little fear in the mind of the people, right? Knowing that there are checking points on the road. But now that the road is very free, no checking point, no, so the people just believe they can do whatever they feel like doing.
These teams that have been disbanded, in fact, they cannot even stop the crime rate. What we need in Nigeria is even to increase more of them. We need to have more intelligent tactical team in Nigeria, because the way the tactical teams are operating, it doesn't work for Nigerian system.
On the propriety of that decision and its implication, AIG Inalego and CP Alobi bear their minds.
That directive should not lead to a spike in crime or violent crimes. Some crimes can give the impression of an increase in crime. When you hear some young people roasted their girlfriends, you had somebody boarded the BRT and it cannot be seen, and murdered, and so many things. It gives an air of heightened crime.
Like the SARS, which was used, SARS is Special Anti-Robbery Squad. That's just the acronym for that. That's the meaning for that acronym, and it's meant to handle specifically armed robbery cases. When they used to have frequent cases in armed robbery, bank robbery, and so forth, and they first sat and thought that if you need to establish a squad that can be specifically trained and equipped for that, to confront that crime of armed robbery. And then other cases came like kidnapping, anti-kidnapping, and so forth. You have the propaganda, all this. So it's only based on need. So when you come up with strategies, this outfit that they create is meant to address a particular crime. It's supposed to be ad hoc. It's supposed to be a permanent situation where that unit they permanently.
To find out what the police has done and is doing, we spoke with the Acting Force Public Relations Officer of the Nigerian Police Force, Chief Superintendent of Police, Olumuyiwa Adejobi.
With the efforts of the IGP being put in place to make sure to equip this unit, our tactical intelligence unit is back, is working. This unit is the one giving them intelligence, giving them information to monitor activities of these criminal elements across the country.
About what should be done to curb these crimes or reduce them to the barest minimum, they had these to say.
The issue of human resources must be addressed drastically. It cannot await routine. If possible, a task force to conduct recruitment and training. More significantly, community policing. There must be deliberate effort to get the confidence and trust of the public.
Accountability is very, very important. When it's no accountability, people abuse their powers. So I think that it should be those units that were so useful because they were checking crime, busting crime. If they are trained for that particular assignment and they have a well equipped, they have effective supervision and ensure that accountability is also being observed. If this is done, I'm not sure they would abuse their powers.
We're doing more to see how we do more advocacy, enlightenment program, working with some clubs and agencies, NGOs, and civil society organizations, NGOs, to see how we work with the NDLEA, some of these drug clubs, even in NYSC, in schools we have drug clubs, that we need to do more of campaign to get out there to discourage our young ones, even the old ones, to discourage them from taking drugs or misuse drugs. You can see the ripple effects are so enormous that the effects are telling on us. The effects are giving bad impacts, giving us the bad impact that we don't expect. So we need to do more in that regard and see how we can actually use other means, multi-track diplomacy, to curb this issue of killing or no killing and killing on a daily basis.
Crimes can be reduced if people go back to the old days where being a brother's keeper was a thing to reckon with. Tolerating each other's excesses and accepting human imperfections. The home front also has a lot to do with repairing the society and healing it from the cancer of crimes and murder that has eaten deep into it. Peggy Agbe, Security Watch Africa.
Welcome back. Yes, indeed, it has become cancer that's eating deep into the society, the quest to get rich quick. Really, just like the police, for the first public relations officer did say, there's need to intensify awareness campaigns so that people can be discouraged from taking the paths of criminality. Yes, we started the series of interviews we had with the Director of Public Relations and Information of the Nigerian Air Force, talking about Commodore Edward Gamquet 2 weeks ago. Let us see if we can be able to conclude it this week. Sit back as we bring you that interview. What is the Chief's idea or vision on R&D, research and development? Because you said earlier that is the way forward if we must be self-sufficient. I know that Air Force, he at the beginning, he talked about making sure that it's more stronger. How far is that going?
In fact, I don't know whether you're aware we have an R&D center. It's based in Kaduna. The airport has an R&D center based in Kaduna, and I can tell you a lot has also happened there in the last 1 year. There are so many things they're doing that it won't even be state on air, but they are doing tremendously very well, and most of the things that they have been able to come out with have been very, very helpful in our operations in the Northeast. We have also, under the Chief of Air Staff, we've seen the Air Force go into partnership, yes, with over 200 institutions in this country, yeah, including the ITF. That's ITF is that's training fund. Yes, yes. Yeah, the DG was here some time back. So most of these collaborations too are geared towards ensuring that we get the best expertise to work with us, and of course to make sure that we localize most of the components of some of the things that we produce. So much is going on. And one other area that he has also been able to concentrate on is in training, our staff that are being posted to most of these R&D centers in so many institutions overseas. Mm-hmm. We have continued to collaborate with the University of Cranfield, in training R&D staff, and they go there, acquire knowledge which they have been able to bring to bear in most of their research and development. So a lot, has been achieved in that respect too. So I think we're still forging ahead.
And is it possible, and is it being done, transfer of technology, for instance, some of the manufacturers of your platforms and your partners helping to get our people in tune to maybe after they step away, we can take over fully? Is something the Air Force is doing?
Yes. Yes, we work with all of our foreign partners, and
to be fair to them, they have also been very supportive and cooperative, you know. And it is through this kind of collaboration that you see some of these maintenance efforts that we have. It's been done by our staff. Some of the components of some of these aircrafts are sourced locally. Yes. I remember we've collaborated with this company in the east, in the southeast. This vehicle manufacturing company. Innoson, yes. Yes. In providing or producing some of the components of aircrafts, and they've been very, very effective, you know. So we continue to collaborate with both our local partners, our international partners, to see that the Air Force maximizes the opportunities that it gets. So it's still a work in progress, and we'll continue to you know, exploit all the avenues available for us to move on. And
welcome back. Yeah, that is much we can take this week. Definitely we'll bring you another exciting edition of your program, Security Watch Africa, Within next week, where you get necessary information. But for feedback, please, you can get back to us through our social media platforms and our email address that has been on the screen, so that we can react or respond or get you response from the security agencies concerned on any question you have. You can follow us on our Twitter handles or our Facebook page. Also, you can also watch the previous edition of this program on our YouTube channel, so that you can get more information. Until we come here again next week, I say thanks for staying tuned and bye for now.